Story 1: The Phantom Stagecoach. In the heart of Death Valley, where the scorching sun baked the earth to a relentless crisp, there existed a chilling legend, the tale of the Phantom Stagecoach. Locals spoke of an eerie carriage that roamed the desert wasteland under the cloak of night. Drawn by spectral horses, its windows were said to be filled with the ghostly visages of long-deceased passengers. One moonless night, a daring group of adventurers set out to capture evidence of the dreaded stagecoach's existence. Armed with cameras and recording equipment, they waited in the desolation, their eyes scanning the horizon. As the clock struck midnight, a distant clattering sound reached their ears, growing louder with each passing moment. Suddenly, the ghostly stagecoach materialized before them, its wheels crunching on the sand as it drew near. Its windows revealed the agonized expressions of those who had perished long ago. Before the group could react, the ethereal entity enveloped them, plunging them into a chilling darkness. No trace of the adventurers was ever found, except for their abandoned equipment, now tainted by the malevolent energy of the phantom stagecoach. It is said that their souls joined the condemned passengers on an endless journey through Death Valley's haunted abyss. Story 2: The Haunting of Devil's Peak. Devil's Peak, a jagged, foreboding outcrop of rock in the heart of Death Valley, bore witness to a chilling legend. It was said to be the dwelling place of a vengeful spirit, a tormented soul seeking retribution for a dark injustice. A group of fearless explorers embarked on a treacherous journey to uncover the secrets that Devil's Peak concealed. As they ascended its steep and jagged slopes, they encountered strange and unsettling phenomena. Eerie whispers carried on the desert winds, and the skies darkened with sinister, otherworldly shadows. As the sun dipped below the horizon, a bone-chilling scream echoed through the valley, freezing the blood in the veins of the adventurers. Panic-stricken, they attempted to descend the peak, but it seemed as though the very rocks themselves conspired to thwart their escape. It was as if the spirit of Devil's Peak refused to release its captive souls. To this day, the spirits of those ill-fated explorers are believed to remain trapped on Devil's Peak, their anguished cries serving as a dire warning to any who dare to ascend its treacherous slopes. Story 3: The Vanishing Hikers. A group of seasoned hikers set out to conquer the formidable challenges of Death Valley's unforgiving terrain. They were a tight-knit team, experienced in navigating the harshest environments. Their goal was to follow a trail marked by ancient petroglyphs, said to lead to a hidden oasis that promised respite from the relentless sun. As they ventured deeper into the desert, the oppressive heat bore down on them, and mirages danced on the horizon. The trail they followed, adorned with eerie symbols, seemed to have an almost supernatural quality. As night descended, the group made camp, their tents pitched in the desolation. The air grew thick with tension, and the hikers began to experience strange visions, shadowy figures lurking just beyond the flickering campfire, haunting whispers on the wind. One by one, the hikers mysteriously vanished into the night, leaving behind only their empty tents and the haunting echoes of their terrified screams. Search parties scoured the area, but no trace of the missing hikers was ever discovered. Their fate remained a macabre mystery, forever tied to the enigmatic petroglyphs of Death Valley. Story 4, The Cursed Oasis. In the heart of Death Valley, where the desolation stretched for miles, there existed a cursed oasis that had ensnared the desperate wanderers who stumbled upon it. It was a pristine pool of water, surrounded by lush vegetation, a mirage of hope in an otherwise unforgiving landscape. One blistering afternoon, a group of parched and weary travelers discovered this oasis. Thirsty and exhausted, they eagerly approached the shimmering pool, unaware of the ancient curse that clung to its waters. As they dipped their hands into the cool, inviting liquid, a palpable malevolence descended upon them. Unearthly whispers seemed to emanate from the very depths of the oasis, and grotesque, ghostly apparitions rose from the water, clawing at the travelers with skeletal hands. Terrified, the group fled, but the curse had taken hold. Inexplicable misfortune plagued them, and they were pursued by sinister shadows that seemed to materialize from the relentless sun. The oasis had cursed them, and it was clear that there was no escape. Their cries for help echoed through Death Valley's desolate expanse, their souls forever bound to the cursed waters, a warning to all who would seek solace in the desert's deadly embrace. Story 5, The Sinister Sandstorm. In the heart of Death Valley, where the scorching winds could strip flesh from bone, there was a tale of a sinister sandstorm that roamed the barren landscape. This was no ordinary tempest. It was said to be a malevolent force, a sentient entity with a thirst for human souls. A team of scientists, drawn by the allure of Death Valley's extremes, embarked on an expedition to study the mysterious sandstorms that plagued the region. Armed with advanced equipment, they ventured into the desert during a particularly violent storm. As the swirling sands engulfed them, the scientists realized that this was no natural phenomenon. The sandstorm seemed to possess an eerie sentience, guiding its fury with uncanny precision. It herded the scientists deeper into the desert's heart, blinding them with stinging grains of sand and disorienting them with its malevolent whispers. One by one, the researchers succumbed to the relentless onslaught, their bodies disappearing into the maw of the sentient sandstorm. Their equipment, now tainted by the malevolent entity, was found days later, scattered across the desert like the remnants of a doomed expedition. To this day, Death Valley's sinister sandstorm roams the desolation, a harbinger of doom for any who dare to challenge its wrath.